Okay, let's talk about the activities section of the Common App. First of all, they ask, do you have any activities that you wish to report? Most students do put yes to include at least one activity that they participated in during high school, but you do have the option to skip this section if you click no. So we're going to click yes, and let's look at what the instructions say. It says, please list your activities in the order of their importance to you. Okay, so make sure that you are putting things down in the order that they mattered to you. It doesn't matter how many hours you spent or what you think the college wants to see first. It's how important they are to you. So for this first activity, you can select different categories of activities. So we're going to do athletics, sport team, listed volleyball, and then it says a position or leadership description. Max characters 50. 50 is not a lot. So this is not complete sentences. You just need to write enough to get your idea across. So in this case, you could put VHHS volleyball team member. If you were a captain, you could certainly list that. For organization name, I mean, you could list Vernon Hills High School again, but I think it's pretty evident from the position description above. And then it says, please describe this activity, including what you accomplished and any recognition you received. So some activities at our school are not as clear just by stating the name, like VHHS volleyball team. If, for example, you participated in VH Give, you may need to elaborate more on what that is, because colleges don't know what VH Give is, even though everyone at VHHS does. For participation grade levels, go ahead and click all the ones that you have participated and plan to participate in for senior year. It asks the timing of participation, so during the school year, and then it asks for how many hours spent per week. Now, this is just a guesstimate. So we're going to put 20 hours a week and then 12 weeks a year. And then they ask whether or not you intend to participate in a similar activity in college. Now let's go to activity 2. We're going to add in, let's say you have a part-time job. So we put in work for our activity type. For our position description, we listed cashier, organization, Panera Bread, and then again, a very brief description of the activity. So I greet customers, I take their orders. You do not need to, again, have complete sentences. We'll list participation grade levels. And then for timing of participation, we're going to say all year, 10 hours a week for 52 weeks a year. And then again, I intend to participate. If you were going to transfer Panera Bread stores, no matter what college you attended, you could hit yes or no if you're not planning on working during college or if you're going to get a different job. And then you can see here, I wanted to point out, if for some reason you started typing in your activities and they are not in the order that you want them in, you can see there's a little arrow next to the name of the activity and you can sort them differently. So now I moved down the volleyball and made that my activity 2. All right. Or you can move them up, same way, just toggle them into the order that you would like them. You only get 10 activities. There's a max, okay? And if you don't have 10 activities, that's completely fine. If you think that you have more than 10 activities, you need to pick the ones that you think are most significant. You can also get creative and maybe combine activities into one category. So for example, if you wanted to include all of your community service through your church, for example, instead of listing each activity that you did with your church, you could make that all one activity. Okay, and then we will hit continue.